This has turned out to be a bit of a disaster. The plan was to shoot sunrise at Menard Castle this morning. I arrived to Menard, the tide was just where I wanted, but the cloud wasn't playing ball, and I actually ended up taking a blue hour shot with the moonlight, kind of bathing the water in the castle with some nice light. And I headed on from there. Then I'm at Slea Head at the moment. There's some pretty cool waves present. The only thing is there's no light, so I'm waiting for the light currently to come up over the horizon. There's some thick low cloud, but there is a break and I can see it coming, and that's what I'm waiting for. Now, I have no composition in mind. I'm at a place called Coominole Beach. I have absolutely no composition in mind. I just want to wait for the light to come and kind of hit the waves and see what happens. I don't even know if this will be made into a vlog. Obviously, if you're watching this, it has been made into a vlog. But yeah, I'm kind of just in limbo at the moment. I'm going to hold tough for another 10 or 15 minutes and see what happens. Okay, so the light is starting to come up behind me here, and I'm going to see what I can get. It's terribly windy. Oh, terribly windy. I'm sure you can't hear me at all, but we're going to go for it anyway. Working, but the light is really nice. What I'm going to try and do is just shoot handheld. I'm going to put on a polarizer so I can get that shutter speed down, and I want to show you how I can use the stabilisation in the Olympus Em1 Mk2 to shoot handheld at slow shutter speeds. The light is really nice, and yeah, I really want to get this shot. Whatever it is, I'm becoming more and more of like, I'm not going to call it an adventure photographer, focus. I'm not going to call it an adventure photographer, but I'm getting more satisfaction and more thrill out of photographing in these wild conditions. Don't get me wrong, I still gotta keep doing my keep going out during golden hour and sunrise and sunsets and, you know, fine art stuff, but there's just something about being out in the elements. Now, I'm not sure, am I gonna end this video here, or will you see me in like 2 seconds in my room editing and discussing the handheld stabilisation of the Olympus. So every shot taken in this video was taken with the Olympus Em1 Mk2 and the Mzuko 12-40 f2.8 lens, and it was also shot handheld, so no tripod used. Shot primarily at under a tenth of a second, so a lot of the photos where you'd see a lot of the motion blur in the water, they were shot at a third and a fourth of a second exposure, and from what I could see, they're tack sharp. And this is extremely windy conditions. Now, I will always carry a tripod with me. I'm a landscape photographer. I will always, no matter how many stops of stabilisation I have in my camera, I will always have the tripod with me. But for times like today, when I could just put on a 4-stop filter and I could just run around and grab shots without having to worry about setting up the tripod and worry about it shaking, like that was a godsend. I could see my composition, I could put myself in whatever position I wanted. I didn't have to worry about the tripod slipping or sliding, and some beautiful light at Dunmore Head. That's my first time there, and I'm after falling in love with it. It's an absolutely fantastic little outcrop. It's the foreground. I'm coming back there for a sunset. 100% a sunset there. I've seen sunset shots from there before, they're fantastic, but I never realised how rugged and how beautiful that part of the coast was. It's almost like areas like this they're the last areas left untouched by humans, and it's a sad thing, because when we're in an age of climate change and more of our natural resources and natural areas being destroyed or redeveloped for whatever commercial reasons, or housing or development, or it's when you come to parts of the world like this and parts of the country of Ireland like this that you actually appreciate what we have, and I suppose how important it is to keep it. Yeah, it's bittersweet, because who knows in 100 years what this will look like. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that, really. If I'm ending the video here, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, please subscribe, and yeah, until the next time, stay safe. See you soon, folks. So I won't keep you too long here, folks. We'll just very quickly look at the images I captured, and I have them edited already to my own taste, but I'll show you the unedited files as well. So this is the first one I shot. This is looking back from Coominole. A quarter of a second. No, I would not recommend shooting at f/22. The only reason I had to shoot at that aperture was because I couldn't find my filter, and I had to shoot at that aperture to get the shutter speed down and still keep the image exposed. So we'll zoom in here a second and we'll just have a quick look. And I mean, I'm relatively happy with that. I think it's quite sharp, considering it was shot very windy conditions, handheld. As you can see, there's lovely motion here in the waves, and there's still some nice textures and detail in the rocks. And this is a totally unedited raw file, no sharpening applied. And this is the raw file after it has been edited, but there's the edited file. So I just brought back some contrast and some detail into the waves and made it a bit more colourful. Okay, next one is the same location, just zoomed in a bit more on this stack, and that's the edited file. This is the unprocessed file, and again, as you can see, I mean, handheld, quarter of a second, windy conditions, that is quite sharp. Again, nice texture, nice movement in the waves. This time from the other side, this is down by Dunmore Head itself. This is the unedited raw file. So I'm gonna again zoom out, and now I know we have motion blur in the waves. Obviously, in all these shots, that's the point, but still quite sharp. And last but not least is this image. If I zoom out, this is at Dunmore Head. We were getting some lovely light here, and I'm just noticing my horizon is not straight, but anyway, we can fix that. Right, sorry, that horizon was just annoying me, but anyway, we have some lovely side light here, and again, this was shot handheld, third of a second, f/8. I had found my filters at this stage, and I mean, it's quite impressive. Nice sharpness in the rocks, nice detail, nice textures.
Lovely motion here in the waves, show some action. And yeah, I'm quite pleased with that as a result. Handheld shot, a slow shutter speed. Now, as I said, I will always be carrying my tripod with me, but it's still nice to have this option and to have this feature in the camera. Okay, so yeah, that's it, folks. I'm gonna leave you be, and thanks for watching. I'll chat to you again sometime. Good luck.